Welcome back to another off the farm adventure. This one's going to be a good one. It's going to be relaxing. All the nature is happy today because it's warm, it's sunny. It's the nicest day of this year so far. So we are going to do some shed antler hunting, and we're going to make what I will self-proclaim as authentic Wisconsin beer brats later for supper. And I'm looking forward to those. So let's get this campsite set up. This is my dad's property. I've stayed here before on the channel. Some of you might recognize it, some may not, because I've never been here when it's not snowy. But it's a nice place that's close to home that I can go and get an adventure in for myself and for you guys on weekends that I can't get out on a big long one far away. Like this weekend's Easter, so we got a lot of stuff planned with family. So let's get this right over in this area set up for camping and as a place we can continue to come back to and have fun adventures here. Only, of course, when we're not actually traveling to go on an adventure. So one more week and most campgrounds open, and so then I'll have way more options than just the state parks, and I'm looking forward to it. There's so many cool places around this part of Wisconsin to stay, friends. I can't wait to bring you to them. I have a fire pit. It's an old semi-rim. We're gonna put that over here so we can have fires and look over the valley. All right, there it is. So these old rims work really good because they have holes that let oxygen into the fire. I think I might start looking for some deer antlers. I like to get up on these high points here and just kind of scan what I can just to see. I've found horns that way before. I don't see anything right now though. So we're gonna keep walking down this trail up here. If this year keeps going like it's been going, I probably won't find a horn on this episode, but this year's shed antler hunting for me is about like Brian Waters' fishing season and how that's going. I suppose I'll have to go out fishing here one of these episodes and show Brian how to do it. If you didn't know, which I'm sure you do, because if you're watching my videos, his channel's way bigger than mine. But Brian Waters has another truck camping channel that I watch, and he's struggling in the fishing department right now. I feel for him, but it's also kind of comical. I thought everything was supposed to be bigger in Texas, but so far he's got no fish to prove that. So we're gonna head up this way. There's a sinkhole up here that normally has some water in it, so that may have attracted a couple bucks over the past few months that might have dropped their horns over in this area. The sinkhole is dry, well, a little muddy, but not seeing any horns around it. Alright, so here's kind of a little T intersection here. We got a trail going straight out in front of us. Trail going down that way. Trail going up that way. And actually there's another trail that goes that way. And then the trail we just came from, right there. Another sinkhole starting there. Look at that nice green carpet of grass and clover and all kinds of stuff coming in on the trail. This woods was logged last year. So what my dad did was all the trails that the loggers made, we just seeded in. That way we could continue to use them and they wouldn't wash out as easily. So this is our, right here, this line of trees. That's our fence line to the north. There's actually, the neighbor has a pretty nice cabin right there, but this is way far north side of my dad's property. And this used to be a tobacco field. My dad used to raise a bunch of tobacco when he was in his younger years. And now it's just kind of a open, skinny, long, meadowish type of deal. Man, I guess I'm gonna have to bring the old brush hog back here this year. It's getting pretty growed up with those nasty things. Kind of all over. Wild rose. Oh! There's like a gate here of them. I can't even hardly get past them. Now look at that. All right through here, all the way across. It's hard to see them on the camera because they're so thin, but not a horn, but an old deer bone. A really old one. All right, well, no horns this time. So we'll just walk this road back to the truck now and we'll start making our Wisconsin Beer Brats. So pretty. Then I'm just gonna pour the Coors Banquet into the bowl, the pan. Just put some onion in there. The wind might. Then what we'll do with these brats, some people do this, some people don't. I'm gonna poke holes in it, and that'll allow the beer flavor into them. It's pretty simple. You just boil your brats in beer, and some people will put, more than onion in it. I think onion will be just fine for me. You boil them till they're cooked, and then you just put them on a grill or over a fire and give them a little color. We're gonna put ours on a charcoal grill for that extra little punch of flavor and color. I may have put too much beer in there. That's gonna boil over right away. So now while that boils, we'll get this charcoal grill going. So it's ready. Okay, I guess I'm stepping in a bunch of mud. Everything's pretty well soaked out here, so ain't gotta worry about a fire or nothing. Man, I sure wish you could smell that. Turn it up a little bit more. That smells so good. That Coors Banquet with those onions in it. Oof. That's getting ready. Oh. So I've actually not made the beer brats before with onions in with the beer. That's something I read online that's supposed to be really good. And basically you just keep boiling this until the red onion basically has no more color, which there's still some color there. It's losing it though. Oh man, that smells good. We better get some beans brewing too. Some will argue that it ain't a true Wisconsin beer brat without sauerkraut, and that might be true, but I can't do sauerkraut, and it ain't from a lack of effort. Every single year I try sauerkraut, hoping possibly I'll acquire a taste for it. So far, that hasn't happened. So, there you go. Wisconsin beer brats and Bush's baked beans. Hot. I think poking your brats before you boil them is kind of controversial in the brat boiling world. I don't think I'd do it any other way. It lets some of that grease out so it ain't flaring up so bad in the grill. And it lets your flavor of your beer and your onions in. Now I actually want to like sauerkraut because it would just be one more thing that I could enjoy on this. I just don't. Maybe later on this year I'll try it again to see if I've acquired a taste for it, because as I get older, I don't know if it's the same for everyone else, let me know in the comments, but as I get older I do acquire a taste for certain things I didn't like when I was much younger. To name just a few things: beer, coffee, spicy food. I still can't do very spicy, but literally pepper, black pepper used to be, I would use it, but that was like as spicy as I'd go. So I'm actually going to go dump these coals in the fire pit. Some of you might be asking, why didn't you just put them in there in the first place and cook over the fire pit? Well, I'm not 100% sure that the paint has cooked off this rim yet. And I don't really want paint fumes going into my body. Uh-oh. That's all stuff from a previous fire that we had over the winter that just never quite burned all the way off. It's a little damp, so it'll smoke. Smoke's going a good direction though. Deer way down in the valley there. I saw it and now I don't see where it went. First warm day and look at all the bugs out. At least they're not mosquitoes or gnats. They're coming, but they ain't here yet. Fire's just barely still hanging on there. It's dying down. So I'm going to get ready to get into bed here. I'll let the fire keep dying down as I brush my teeth. And then if it's still going, I'll use some of my water to put it out. Because the ground is wet, but the leaves are dry, so. For those of you wondering, yes, I do brush my teeth when I go out here in truck camp. I just normally don't film it because who wants to watch me brush my teeth? Take the shoes off. This is nice. Ooh, I like this. I think if I got 3 more pieces of Velcro, this would just be super uptight against the roof. I missed having a flag in here in my truck camper. Oh, I'm tired today. So I'm gonna watch a movie, but I'm sure I'll probably fall asleep before it's completely over. I'm trying to remember which ones I had downloaded. Man, one warm, super warm day and I get soft. I'm cold and it's 58 degrees in here. Okay, so I got 3 movies downloaded. The first one's On a Wing and a Prayer. That's got Dennis Quaid in it. The Ambush, which I don't know anything about The Ambush. And then I got one called The Frozen Ground. And it says an Alaskan state trooper played by Nicolas Cage risks everything on a personal manhunt to catch a ruthless serial killer played by John Cusack. Oh, I don't know which one. Well, On a Wing and a Prayer is the top one, so I'll just watch that one. We'll see you in the morning, friends. Good morning. Happy Easter, everyone. It's Easter for me today, anyways. It might not be Easter anymore when you're watching this, but having said that, I gotta get up. Alright friends, I hope you enjoyed this relaxing video. It was nice to finally have a warm afternoon and evening and night. I think that's the longest I've been able to actually just sit and enjoy the fire since I started making these videos. It definitely helps when the days are getting longer. So starting next weekend, the majority of the campgrounds should start opening up. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys are. To all the men and women in the military, thank you for your service. It's greatly appreciated, and we'll see you on the next episode.